Hello everyone! Today, we will talk about a fundamental concept in biology called. This process is essential for life, helping organisms maintain stable internal conditions despite changes in their external environment. So, let's dive in and understand what homeostasis is, why it is important, and how it works. Homeostasis is the process by which living organisms regulate their internal environment to keep conditions within a narrow, optimal range, even when the external environment changes. Think of it as your body's way of keeping everything just right, not too hot, not too cold, not too salty, and not too acidic. It ensures that various factors like body temperature, blood sugar, water levels, and pH are kept stable to support normal biological functions. Let's look at some key examples of how homeostasis works in our bodies. 1. Body temperature regulation, thermoregulation. When you get too hot, your body sweats to cool down. When you get too cold, your body shivers to generate heat. This is an example of thermoregulation, where the body tries to maintain a core temperature of around 37 degrees Celsius, 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. 2. Blood glucose regulation. When you eat, your blood sugar rises. In response, your pancreas releases insulin, which helps cells absorb glucose. If your blood sugar drops, the pancreas releases another hormone called glucagon, which helps release stored glucose into the blood. This system ensures your blood glucose stays within a healthy range. 3. Water balance, osmoregulation. Your kidneys control how much water you retain or excrete through urine. When you're dehydrated, the hormone, also called ADH, is released to reduce water loss. If you drink too much water, the hormone levels decrease, leading to more water being excreted. 4. pH balance. Your blood maintains a pH of around 7.4. If it becomes too acidic or too basic, chemical buffers like bicarbonate in the blood help restore the pH balance. The lungs and kidneys also play a role in regulating blood pH by controlling carbon dioxide and hydrogen ion levels. Every homeostatic mechanism involves three main components. 1. Receptor, sensor. Detects changes in the environment. Example: thermoreceptors in the skin detect changes in temperature. 2. Control center. Processes the information received from the receptor and decides the response. Example: the brain acts as the control center for thermoregulation. 3. Effector. Carries out the response to restore the balance. Example: sweat glands, effectors, produce sweat to cool the body. How homeostasis works. Feedback mechanisms. Homeostasis relies on feedback mechanisms to maintain balance. There are two types. Negative feedback mechanism. This is the most common type of feedback. It works to reverse a change and bring the system back to its normal state. For example, if body temperature rises, the body sweats to cool down. Positive feedback mechanism. This amplifies a response rather than reversing it. It usually occurs in processes that need to be completed quickly. For instance, during childbirth, the hormone oxytocin increases contractions, which in turn leads to the release of more oxytocin until the baby is born. Importance of homeostasis. Without homeostasis, organisms would not survive. Here are some key reasons why it's important. Maintains function. Enzymes and cells operate optimally only within specific ranges of temperature, pH, and nutrient availability. Prevents diseases. Imbalances in homeostasis can lead to diseases such as diabetes, dehydration, or heat stroke. Adaptability. Homeostasis allows organisms to adapt to varying environmental conditions, such as changes in weather or diet. Disruptions in homeostasis. When homeostatic mechanisms fail or are overwhelmed, it can lead to illness. For example, fever. When the body cannot properly regulate temperature. Diabetes. When the body cannot manage blood sugar levels effectively due to problems with insulin, heat stroke, or hypothermia. When thermoregulation fails under extreme conditions. Conclusion. In summary, homeostasis is a vital process that ensures our bodies function smoothly by maintaining stable internal conditions. It involves complex feedback mechanisms and various organs working together to respond to changes. Whether it's regulating temperature, blood sugar, water levels, or pH, homeostasis keeps us alive and healthy. Thank you for listening. I hope you now have a clear understanding of how homeostasis works and why it is crucial for life. Optional quantisection, if relevant. Q. What happens if homeostasis fails for an extended period? A. Prolonged disruptions can lead to serious health issues, such as chronic diseases or even death. Q. Can all organisms maintain homeostasis? A. Yes, but different organisms have different ways of achieving it. For example, cold-blooded animals rely on external sources to regulate their body temperature,